This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Chuck here with a Stuff You Should Know Select Pick for the week. From July 22nd, 2010, Saunas, more interesting than you think. I think this was titled by Josh. If I remember correctly, that's a Josh Clark title all the way. And if I am not mistaken, I did not know how to pronounce it back then. I think I pronounced it sauna all through the episode, and got a lot of email that it's actually sauna. So I wanted to right that ship here 8 years later, going on 9 years later, and do it the right way. So here we go with saunas. More interesting than you think, because they are.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh Clark. With me, as always, is Charles W. Chuckers, Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Bryant.
You paused as if you forgot who I was.
No, I had a thing. I have marble mouth. Worse than usual today.
Jeez. Here we go. This podcast brought to you by Jolly Rancher.
Have you ever mixed those with Zima?
No, but you know that former Oakland Raiders quarterback, Jamarcus Russell, just got busted with, they call it purple drank. And it's like it's codeine syrup and I think some sort of carbonate soda and Jolly Rancher.
Wow, that's robo-tripping is what he's doing.
Well, it came out of the Houston, Texas scene like 10 years ago.
Weird.
Purple drink. Never heard of it.
Huh.
That's how square I am.
I haven't heard of it either, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, it's like, that's what they do in Houston? Seriously? Is that what you want your town associated with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we use codeine water.
Yeah, we came up with purple drink.
Wasn't he the QB for LSU?
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Well, he's a bust. He's nothing now.
Well.
He's a big wash.
Really?
Yeah, he went to the NFL and got all fat and threw interceptions. And
he was great for LSU.
Off the team. Yeah, he was.
So anyway, I guess what all that leads us to, Chuck, is saunas.
Yeah, football players. Well, they probably are steam room guys.
Yeah, that's a great place to start, Chuck. There's a difference between a sauna and a steam room. There's a number of differences, but the mode of heat is what's really different, right?
Yeah, and I should point out, we called this saunas, more interesting than you think for a reason.
Yeah.
Because Robert Lamb, our esteemed writer and stuff from the Science Lab, co-host, he wrote this, and he told us like months ago, he's like, dudes, you should do saunas.
Yeah.
Like, saunas. It's way cooler than you think.
Yeah.
And it's dirty and filthy and like...
And he was right, too.
Steeped in history.
Yeah, this is, for my money, Robert Lamb's the best writer on HowStuffWorks.com.
We always say
ever.
that. Mm-hmm.
But he wrote an altogether pleasant article that I've read like many, many times, and every time I just love the way he wrote it. It's a great article.
We should read the first line.
Please do.
The first line of his article says, "You're going to want to read this article naked, so please, before you go any further, disrobe completely." Mm-hmm. So if you're in the confines of your own home, if the shades are drawn and you're an adult,
nice
and
disclaimer.
There's no one else around that you feel uncomfortable with.
Very specifically, Chuck is only talking to people who are, we'll just go with 21 years of age and older. No, 25.
And you're alone in your house, and if you're listening to our podcast and you feel like doing so naked right now, please do.
Right.
Now, saunas, more interesting than you think.
Right, thank you.
Brought to you by Jolly Rancher.
Chuck, we were talking about the difference between a steam room and a sauna.
Yes.
A steam room is heated by moisture.
Yeah.
Water vapor. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, the average steam room is going to be about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 40 degrees Celsius, right?
Pretty hot.
It is, but you can't jack it up much hotter than that. And the reason why is because it feels so much hotter than it is. Because it's a moisture-rich environment, and our body cools by sweating, and then the sweat evaporating off of the skin.
Yeah, cools you down.
That creates our cooling sensation. Well, in a steam room, you sweat. You sweat buckets.
Yeah.
But it never evaporates because for evaporation to occur, the environment, the ambient air, has to be drier than your skin.
Right.
And if it's equally dry or it's wetter, then your sweat's not going to evaporate.
No cooling effect.
Right, which is why sweating while you're swimming is it's a problem.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
Which is what I do.
Yeah, and then in a sauna, conversely, this is dry heat. So it's going to be a lot hotter temperature-wise in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, if a steam room is 104 degrees Fahrenheit average, you're talking 176 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's hot.
80 degrees Celsius in your average sauna.
Yeah.
And do you like saunas and steam rooms? Mm-hmm. You do?
I've never really sat in a steam room, but I love saunas. Actually, growing up, there's a Holiday Inn in Toledo that my family had a pool membership to, and they had a sauna.
Whoa. You could get a pool membership to a hotel in Toledo in the 70s.
70s and 80s, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
But, I mean, now that I look back, I'm like, yeah, that's really, really weird.
You know what? It probably wasn't a membership. Your dad was probably like, yeah, we got a membership, kids. Come on.
Right. I wonder, actually.
He had a room key is what he had.
I'm pretty sure we had a membership, but I don't remember. But they had a sauna, for sure. And so I was introduced to the sauna, like, really early on. It was, like, just a normal thing.
So when you were a little kid, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Because it seems like such an old person thing. Or an adult thing to do.
Here in the West.
Ah.
If you go to Finland, baby, they are all about the saunas.
I mean, it's like their national pastime.
Right. Actually, in their national epic, Chuck, it's called the Kalevala. Just a little side note.
Never heard of that.
It's their national epic, very, very old. It mentions saunas frequently.
Oh, well, of course.
Okay. There's about 1.6 million saunas in Finland.
Wow.
And the first description of a Finnish sauna dates back to 1113. The Ukrainian historian Nestor wrote about them.
That was my goat's name.
Nestor?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you name it after the Ukrainian historian?
Yeah, I was 11, and I named him after the Ukrainian historian. It was either that or Plato.
Did your goat love a good schwitz?
No, but he drank Coke from a bottle, which was kind of cute.
That is so cute. It's cute with goats. It's not very cute when you see a human baby drinking Coke from a bottle, which I have seen, and it's disturbing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever seen like a 1-year-old drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola?
No.
It ain't right, man.
Yeah, that's not right at all.
No.
It's better than an espresso shot, I guess, but not much.
It's in there.
On
and
par.
by Coke, of course, I'm using the Southern colloquialism for Coke, which
for
means
soda pop.
any kind of soda pop.
Sure. COA, as always.
Man, we got really far off of saunas, didn't we? Let's
Yes.
go back. So Finland, saunas are associated with it, and for good reason, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you read the article about the Finnish Navy fighting pirates?
Yeah, they have saunas on the pirate fighting boats.
So yeah. And
Not only that, the Finnish army in Kosovo built 20 saunas for their fighters over there, like 800 troops.
800 troops.
Crazy.
They had 20 saunas.
And they have them in prison.
Yeah.
Finnish prisons.
Yeah, it's literally a part of daily life. If you go camping and you're Finnish, you take along a portable sauna while you're camping. Like, people take saunas every day. It's like showering to us.
Sure.
And this is in addition to showering. They shower a lot, too.
Yeah, before we breeze past the Finnish prison saunas, though, I think we should. This is sort of remarkable to me because we'll find out, as we said, that a lot of about being in sauna is being completely naked, especially if you're Finnish.
Right.
Americans a little more shy, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I imagine a Finnish prison sauna is a pretty happening place to be on a Friday night, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, because the saunas have something of a reputation.
Yeah.
Especially in the 70s, they developed a reputation for being a swinging gay hangout.
Yeah, the bathhouse.
Right, and that is nothing new, actually.
No.
Saunas, which we'll talk about later, the history of them, but they were kind of eradicated thanks to the Protestant Reformation because they had started to get pretty
Frisky.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big party in there.
Right. And not just gay either.
Well, no, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Yeah.
Saunas were
Syphilis.
where it was at. All they were missing was a disco ball and Andy Warhol, and it could have been Studio 54.
Nice.
So let's crawl back inside the sauna for a minute.
Okay.
You know all the spruce cedar wood that looks so nice and feels so good on your bottom?
Yes.
I always thought that was just like, I mean, I knew obviously they weren't going to put stainless steel in there.
Right.
But
you
I always
never
just
really
figured,
thought about it, did you?
it's wood, but I never gave it two thoughts.
Right. You would think that it was just a traditional, and it is traditional, but at the same time, yeah, it's never been updated in that respect because if you did put in stainless steel, you would leave many, many layers of skin in the sauna from your bottom every time you sat down.
Sure.
Same with plastic. Mm-hmm. You'd just be in big trouble. So wood absorbs heat, and it remains relatively cool at high temperatures.
Yeah.
Which is why. I mean, it's still warm. Your tuchus is hot, but it's not like you're not hurting yourself.
Yeah, and Robert also pointed out that it absorbs steam and stores heat and releases like that fine cedar smell.
Right, which is why they use
full experience.
cedar and spruce, because they have natural aromatics trapped within more than others, right?
God, I love cedar.
Except pine, but I don't know if you'd want to just sit there and smell pine the whole time, would you?
Maybe not.
It'd get a little crazy, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Chuck, let's talk about the original Finnish sauna.
The Savu sauna?
Yeah, nice.
Savu sauna. It looks sort of like the Unabomber cabin. It's literally a cabin-like structure.
Right.
No windows.
No chimney.
No chimney.
Which is important because it is a wood fire sauna.
Yeah, and it's a little disconcerting. Apparently, if you have an original Savu sauna, it takes like all day to get it hot enough.
Right.
You're burning wood.
Yeah.
There's smoke in there.
Yeah.
It's black soot on the walls. And this is where you're supposed to go in and sit.
Yeah.
It sounds very dangerous to me.
It does. It doesn't sound healthy, which is why the Savu sauna, because of the eye irritants, the fact that you're inhaling carbon monoxide and all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah.
Is generally relegated to sauna purists, according to Mr. R.L. Lamb.
Yeah, but I get the idea that you're supposed to let the smoke clear out as much as possible.
Is that right?
Yeah, like
but
once
how? How do you do that?
Well,
because you're just letting all the heat out, you know?
Yeah, he said it seeps through
the cracks in the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Still,
hinky to me.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
as a
if
COA,
it's getting hot enough.
Yeah, as a COA, I would say please do not try and build your own Savu sauna because you will likely die of asphyxiation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how people survive these saunas.
I know.
Right? So, they're generally left to sauna purists, and the rest of us just use regular saunas. It's just called a sauna. And this is the very recognizable sauna with spruce or cedar wood.
Right.
And a stove. Most of the time, these stove called Kiowas are electric these days.
Sure.
Although, you can have a wood-burning Kiowas, Kiuas, that has a chimney.
Right.
So
you have gas too.
The main feature isn't that it's wood heated for a Savu sauna. It's that there's no chimney and you're inhaling it.
Yeah, and well, we should point out too, like whether it's wood or gas or electric or whatever, that's not providing the heat. You're heating rocks.
Right, and then the rocks transfer the heat to the surrounding environment.
Yes.
And if you want to jack the temperature up a little bit, remember we talked about a steam room. That it's heated by water vapor.
Yeah.
You can actually use the same thing for a sauna. You take a little water with your ladle from a bucket, splash it on the rocks, and all of a sudden you have what the Finns call loili.
Well, there's an umlaut in there.
I know, and I'm not big on Finnish pronunciation. I know how to say Simo Haya, and I'm not even sure I'm saying that right.
I'm going to go with lurli.
Lurli?
Lurli.
That's Swedish, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I just said something in Swedish.
So since we were talking about the rocks, we should say that the rocks, it's very important. You can't just throw granite in there because granite will probably explode in your face.
Right.
If it gets that hot and you put water on it.
Real danger. Exploding rocks are not good.
No, you need unweathered quarry rock, and he listed a few. Hornblende is my favorite.
The one they like the most is, what is it? Periodotite? Peridotite. Because there's a semi-precious mineral called peridot.
Yeah.
So I imagine this is where it comes from, peridotite.
Or our old friend basalt.
Yeah.
Makes an appearance again. Basalt.
Why? Why can't we get that one? It won't
know.
stick in our head. Like there's no neural pathway forming when we hear that word.
All cat parents understand the feeling of being ignored by your cat and often asking yourself, does my cat even love me? And there is only one solution to solve that, Sheba. Feed your cat Sheba and go from feeling ignored to truly adored in 12 days guaranteed or your money back. Sheba has a menu of products, appetizers, entrees, treats, and even a kitten's menu. So Sheba has a product for even the pickiest eater, like the Sheba Puree, which is made with bone broth. It's a protein-rich, lickable treat with chef-inspired flavors. It has a smooth and creamy texture that cats love. Plus, it supports a strong bond between pet parents and their cats with a hand-fed cat treat. It also contains no corn, wheat, soy, or artificial flavors. So instead of feeling ignored, you're suddenly the center of their world. It's basically a fast pass to favorite human status. Next time you're wondering if your cat loves you, grab Sheba Puree or explore their entire range of textures and flavors at your local retailer. To learn more, check out Sheba.com.
Spectrum Business keeps businesses of all sizes connected seamlessly with fast, reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi, phone, TV, and mobile services.
That's right. And Spectrum Business offers 100% U.S.-based customer support 24/7 to help you stay up and running. And they offer tailored connectivity solutions with packages built for your business budget.
Yeah, so it's no wonder millions of business owners rely on Spectrum Business to keep them connected. Visit spectrum.com/business to learn more. Restrictions apply. Service is not available in all areas.
So anyway, peridotite.
Yeah,
and
so
basalt.
those are the rocks, the unweathered quarry rock that you can use to get really, really hot. You can pour water on them, it'll steam, it'll hiss,
Right.
but it won't blow up in your face.
Right. Again, which is very important. I was surprised to find that the Swedes don't have a name for the pile of rocks that heat the sauna. They have a name for the stove, kiuas. They have a name for the steam,
Yeah.
which is
Literally.
yeah. But they don't have a name for the rocks.
It's called a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just
I
put
bet there
some
is
water
a name
on that
for it.
pile of rocks and make us some loily.
Josh, you can also have what's called an infrared sauna, and that's the latest and greatest. And people that believe in the infrared sauna say that it actually penetrates like into your bones.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah.
If you listen to the Butterfly Wings podcast, you know infrared means redder than red on the spectrum of light, right?
Yeah.
And it's radiation.
Sure.
It exists as radiation.
Yeah, I don't know if
and
that's good.
basically what's going on is you're being bathed in infrared radiation.
Yeah.
So it heats you up.
I'm a semi-purist, I think.
I think I would just like a regular sauna.
Not a sabu
With a
sauna.
stove, a kiwas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're kind of like they have at the gym.
Yeah. Or at the Holiday Inn
Without
Toledo.
the old naked men.
Well, that is the thing about saunas that you're going to run into, Chuck, is naked men and naked women even, depending
go ahead
on
and
where
cover
you
that?
are. Why not?
Yeah, that's Robert made sure to point out that depending on where you are in the world, different cultures have different traditions.
Yeah.
Finland, a lot of Eastern Europe, Russia, you can pretty much drop everything. You got to have your towel though, because you got to sit on it.
Right. You may be completely naked, but
Yeah.
you still have to have a towel for hygienic reasons. You don't want to just sit your butt on the cedar plank where somebody else just sat their butt because
Right.
there's a transfer of butt funk.
Yeah, but you know what else I thought was funny? He said that they don't, like Americans who want to wear like their bathing suit in there, they're really frowned upon because of hygienic reasons.
Right. You just cover up with a towel.
Yeah, but why is that not hygienic to wear like your Speedo in there? Does a butt funk get trapped in the lycra?
I think the butt funk can make it through the lycra to the outside of it.
Okay. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I just thought that was odd.
Yeah. Because here in the U.S., we're like, no, you wear a bathing suit for hygienic reasons.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Maybe it's because we don't wash our bathing suits quite as often as we wash ourselves, our naked bodies.
Maybe so.
This is a steamy episode of Stuff You Should Know.
Well, we are talking about nakedness, and we also should mention that same-sex saunas are found all over the place in Europe.
Yeah, where saunas have traditionally been around for a very long time,
Yeah.
they tend to have same sex, although they'll also have mixed sex as well.
Yeah. There's both.
Wait, I'm sorry. The places where the saunas have been around the most are more likely to have mixed sex. Places where it went away for a while and came back would have more like same sex saunas, right?
Right.
I was confused. I'm sorry.
Germany, Austria, Scandinavia, Eastern Europe, he says, generally offer nude mixed company bathing.
Mixed company, like men and women.
You got it.
Yeah.
And Russian banyas. Did you ever see Eastern Promises?
Yes. It's such a good movie.
Has there ever been a more uncomfortable fight scene in your life?
Completely naked
Then the
Viggo
naked-
Mortensen
the naked
stabbing
fight
a
scene.
couple of guys. It was
Yeah. If you haven't
It's
seen that
Cronenberg
movie,
for you.
yeah, it's an awesome movie. It's for adults. It's rated R or maybe NC-17 even.
possibly triple X.
Triple X, the old Triple X. But yeah, there's a fight scene where Vigo is completely naked in a bathhouse and fights these guys. I can't imagine anything worse than being in a fight when I'm completely naked. I would just, that gives me the hives
It does me as well.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sweat.
Yeah. Let's talk about the science of it, huh?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but a lot of people who use saunas say that they're very healthy. And as Lamb gets into, that goes back to the idea that sweat is excretion and excreting anything
Right.
is healthy.
Sure.
But he also points out that it's very easy to make this mistake. This idea of any excretion's good has been around for a very long time. And don't forget, we used to use leeches to suck our blood.
Yeah.
We used to believe that pooping as much as we could was a good idea.
Right.
Which I kind of still cling to that one.
Yeah. I do too.
Good.
I'm a big believer in it. If you're talking sweat, Josh, what happens is nerve endings are triggered by heat, and it releases a neurotransmitter called
acetylcholine.
Exactly. And he says there are 2.3 million sweat glands that all of a sudden kick into action.
Which are also called eccrine glands.
Eccrine glands.
Which are different from apocrine glands.
I feel like I have more, but it's probably not the case. Mine are just overactive.
That's possible.
Hardworking.
You do. I've seen you sweat in a 70-degree Fahrenheit tank, which is chilly. You have to have a wetsuit for that, and Chuck's still sweating.
Again with the swimming and sweating. So he claims that in a 15-minute sauna, the average person sweats about 4 cups, about a liter of sweat, which is way more for me.
Yeah, in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, I can sweat about a gallon in 15 minutes, I guarantee it.
That's a lot, man. A liter of sweat is a lot of water to lose.
It is.
You know?
But I mean, you should see me in a sauna. It's awesome.
Right.
It's one of the best feelings. But I'm not exactly sweating out toxins, am I?
No, you're sweating out salt, uric acid, not to be confused with Robert Urich.
No.
And that's pretty much it. You do excrete toxins, right?
Yeah, but not much.
No, for the most part, toxins are excreted through your kidneys. This is your go-to excretion organ.
Excretion station.
Right.
Yes.
And the researchers have found that in heavy sweat, about 1% of mercury found in the bloodstream is released, where the other 99% that's released goes through the kidneys. It either comes out in the stool or the urine, right?
Pee or poo.
Right. And the concentration of a toxin in the bloodstream appears to have no bearing on how much is released through the sweat. It's almost like our sweat glands are set up to just do 1%. But people who use saunas say, man, 1% of a concentration of mercury?
Yeah.
That's definitely worth 15 minutes in the sauna.
Absolutely.
You know, so
I couldn't agree more.
But I think it's not just feeling healthier. They're saying, look, there's a science behind it as well.
Right.
Right?
Exactly. Another benefit of a good sauna sweat or a good sweat period is it's really good for your skin. It opens your pores, keeps them nice and pliant. And there's a study by the Journal of Dermatology that said, a regular sweat from a sauna has a proactive effect on your skin and helps out with eczema and all kinds of dry skin conditions.
And also, Lamb points out that we've long associated bathing rituals with kind of clearing away
like a spiritual thing.
The psychic funk.
Yeah.
Not just bottom funk, but
head funk.
Yeah. And anybody who's felt poorly and has taken a shower can attest to that. You just feel better somehow after a shower.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing worse than the feeling of taking a shower, stepping out, and still feeling bad. Because it's going to be another 24 hours before you are going to start to feel good.
Sure.
You've screwed up big time if you take a shower and you still don't feel good afterward.
Right you are, Josh. A great shower, like a great sweat.
Yeah.
Or a good steam.
Good schwitz.
Good schwitz does the body good. We were talking about the Russian banya, the saunas there, the bathhouse. They also would beat themselves. I think they probably still do. You would flog your skin with what's called a venic. And it's a bundle of leafy branches like oak and maple and birch branches. Right.
And by doing that, they're stimulating circulation.
Yeah.
Because the skin's like, what's going on? Quit that. Send some blood there. Let's find out what's going on.
Right.
Let me know what's going on after you get there. See? And that's what the skin's doing, right? And it also produces a mild euphoric effect, apparently.
Yeah, it releases the plant oils, which is also a good thing.
Yep.
And he said it stimulates the production of opiate endorphins. And it's like a mild narcotic effect.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which I love that those 3 words together. Mild narcotic effect. That's it's almost like cellar door.
Right.
Mild narcotic effect.
That's better than massive narcotic effect.
Right, yeah.
Then you're in trouble.
Then that shower doesn't work. Chuck, also saunas produce a mock fever.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
So your internal body temperature can raise as much as 5.4 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the temperature at your skin can increase by as much as 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a lot.
That is a serious amount.
Yeah.
And by doing that, your body's like, oh, okay, I'm sick. I need to jack my immune system up. So white blood cell count or white blood cell production is increased.
It's good.
The lymph nodes, which are another internal waste system, a very important one, are flushed.
Right.
And you start to sweat even further.
Yeah, but it doesn't increase your blood pressure. It increases your blood pumping. Circulation, but not your blood pressure.
No, but if you do have high blood pressure, we should say saunas are not recommended for you.
Well, we should just go ahead and say who all it's not recommended for. Kids and old people.
Yeah.
It's not recommended. Pregnant ladies. But it is good. Like those people shouldn't get in, but women definitely might want to get in because it apparently alleviates menstrual cramps really well.
Right. But if you're pregnant, again, you want to stay away from the sauna.
But you wouldn't have menstrual cramps
first.
though, if you're pregnant, right?
Very, very astute point, Chuck.
Thank you.
Lastly, about physiology and saunaing. What you want to do is keep yourself very hydrated because the irony is while you're excreting that 1%, the go-to excreting organs, the kidneys, need water to excrete the other 99%. And if you're sweating all of it out, things get backed up, toxin levels rise in your body, and you can do some real damage to yourself. Yeah. So every time you go into the sauna, you want to take a jug of water with you, with at least a liter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say if you have gout, the sauna is probably a good place to go.
You think so? Oh, because uric acid builds up?
Yeah, all it is a buildup of uric acid, and urea is uric acid. So if you have gout, get thee to a sauna.
Okay.
And there was one other cool thing about the physio. Oh, one reason they recommend heart patients not get in saunas is because one of the traditions is to jump from the sauna either into a snowbank or into a cool pool water in Finland.
Yeah.
And shock your body. And the old urban legend that you heard when you were kids about going from the hot tub to the pool and you'll drown because your pores are open.
Right.
That's so not true.
No. Actually, it's big in Turkey, too. There's the Turkish bath, which is like a hot tub and then a cool tub.
Right.
And you go from one to the other.
Is that what a Turkish bath is?
Uh-huh.
Did not know that.
As far as I know. That's what I've always heard it.
I had no idea.
Chuck, I think it's high time we talked about the history of the sauna. And saunas are very, very old.
Yeah. Neolithic tribes. I love how he tied culture and humans, like culture springing up around human physiological needs. And bathing, he said, was like the first people that bathed in hot springs led to saunas. They're like, wow, this is fantastic.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think in France and Spain especially, a lot of the Neolithic settlements are located very close to hot springs and not by accident either, right?
No.
As people remained nomadic, apparently we started creating collapsible, portable saunas that resemble like sweat lodges in Native America.
Sure.
And then as we began to settle down and become sedentary, they made more permanent structures like dugouts, earthen dugouts. And then eventually the Savu saunas, which remember date back at least to the 12th century.
Right.
Right?
That's
and probably a lot further than that. Apparently, as Finland settled by modern Finns, the sauna was pretty much brought with them.
Yeah. And through the Middle Ages, it was like the common people. It wasn't just for the rich or anything. The common, like whole villages would sauna together, sweat it out together, men, women, and children.
Yeah.
And at the local bathhouse, they would actually feast inside the sauna.
Yes.
Which is really gross.
It is.
Ask me.
They would get married. And they would
have babies
on.
Yes. Prostitution. What were they called? The stews?
Yeah.
Was the nickname they had?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a stew you want to eat with crackers.
Maybe afterwards.
Yeah, perhaps.
So this association, like we said, with saunas and places where you could find a prostitute and have sex with said prostitute, and just kind of that Roman Dionysian orgiastic kind of vibe going on in the saunas was one of the reasons why they were eradicated by Europe, because in the early 16th century, Europe got a little tense.
Yeah, Protestant Reformation just ruined everything.
Yeah, they're kind of like, you can't do that. You put a hat with a buckle on right now.
Yeah, you can't do that either, or that, or that, or that.
Right.
Get out of that
Start
sauna.
crying right now.
Let me teach you what guilt is all about.
Right, and then that lasted for about 500 years. And then finally, in the late 20th century, thanks to the 1960s, people began to loosen up again.
And climb back into the sauna.
Right, and the sauna immediately became associated with sex again, like the gay bathhouses that we were talking about. Have you ever seen in the band Played On?
No, but my brother worked on that.
I think we talked about that.
Uh-huh.
And I think you said that your brother worked on it too. But Phil Collins plays a bathhouse owner, and I think it's Richard Gere who's like trying to track patient zero.
Right.
Is trying to convince him to like shut down the bathhouse because there's like this epidemic that no one's paying attention to.
Yeah.
That back then they called gay cancer, which is now called HIV or AIDS.
They called it gay cancer?
They did originally.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so the bathhouse is featured prominently, and saunas featured prominently in the bathhouses.
Phil Collins?
Phil Collins.
Susu Studio was
He did a good
running
job.
the bathhouse.
I think we talked about what a good job Phil Collins did too.
Dude, that was a long time ago. So if that's the case, then people, that's like a 2-year-old podcast. So I don't mind repeating things every once in a while.
We should do one on things to do with the dead body.
Yeah.
Or synesthesia.
That'd be a great one.
Stuff you should know.
All cat parents understand the feeling of being ignored by your cat and often asking yourself, does my cat even love me? And there is only one solution to solve that, Sheba. Feed your cat Sheba and go from feeling ignored to truly adored in 12 days guaranteed or your money back. Sheba has a menu of products, appetizers, entrees, treats, and even a kitten's menu. So Sheba has a product for even the pickiest eater, like the Sheba Puree, which is made with bone broth. It's a protein-rich, lickable treat with chef-inspired flavors. It has a smooth and creamy texture that cats love. Plus, it supports a strong bond between pet parents and their cats with a hand-fed cat treat. It also contains no corn, wheat, soy, or artificial flavors. So instead of feeling ignored, you're suddenly the center of their world. It's basically a fast pass to favorite human status. Next time you're wondering if your cat loves you, grab Sheba Puree or explore their entire range of textures and flavors at your local retailer. To learn more, check out Sheba.com.
Spectrum Business keeps businesses of all sizes connected seamlessly with fast, reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi, phone, TV, and mobile services.
That's right. And Spectrum Business offers 100% U.S.-based customer support 24/7 to help you stay up and running. And they offer tailored connectivity solutions with packages built for your business budget.
Yeah, so it's no wonder millions of business owners rely on Spectrum Business to keep them connected. Visit spectrum.com/business to learn more. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Stuff you should know. So, Chuck, the saunas make their comeback. Now you can find them at Holiday Inns around the world. Actually, it's not true. I've never seen a sauna at a Holiday Inn since.
They had, at my last really crappy job, they had a gym in the building, which was one cool part.
Yeah.
Because you could go down like during lunch and work out. And they had a sauna in there, and I would work out, and then
You could theoretically.
I did for a time.
Okay.
And I would go sit in the sauna, and it's just the best, man.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, just like, there is something, I see why the intercourse happened, because there's something very primal about just sitting there naked and just sweating and sweating and sweating. Mm-hmm. But I never had a desire to, like, eat food or meet anyone special. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got hint. For those of you who can't see, I just winked at Chuck.
Yes.
So, Chuck, let's say that you have been inspired to go out to take a sauna from listening to this.
Yes.
There's actually something called sauna etiquette that you need to know about.
Yes.
First of all, if you're in a country and they speak German and you decide to go to a sauna, there will be a person in there named the Sauna-Meister. Yeah. The Sauna-Meister is in charge for basically running a very strict 10-minute session where your entire job is to go in there and sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
Right? Basically follow the Sauna-Meister's lead. You're not allowed to leave once the 10 minutes has started. You're not allowed to come in once the 10 minutes has started.
And definitely never, ever put your hands on that ladle.
No, that's the Sauna-Meister's job.
You do not wet the rocks if you have a Sauna-Meister.
No, that's the sauna. And I got the impression, I was looking around, I couldn't find anything that wasn't in German and that I could translate. But I get the impression that the Sauna-Meister is actually a paid professional.
Well, I hope so, because if someone's just doing that for kicks, then...
No, there's like jerks out there that are like, I'm the sauna-meister because I come here all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm the sauna-meister. Yeah, you're the sauna-meister. And it just goes on like that for a long time.
Yeah, and then they wrist wrestle and... or what's that
no,
wrestling?
They leg wrestle.
Yeah, they leg wrestle.
Yeah, with just towels on.
Oh, God. How about those guys that walk around the gym
I know.
with the towel over their shoulder, butt naked?
I know.
And why are they always like 70?
I know, and they pretend like, hey, everybody else is
not.
subject to the Protestant Reformation. I'm free. It's like, put a towel on, hippie.
I don't even like... I'm this close to being a never nude myself.
Are you?
I don't
do
like...
do you have the denim jeans on?
Yeah, I shower with denim jeans. No, but I'm not into that. Put some clothes on.
Protestant Reformation.
Jeez.
No one can escape it.
Yeah.
No one
That's still
escapes
me.
the Protestant Reformation.
I'm the sauna-meister.
So lastly, with sauna etiquette, basically the whole thing comes down to putting the ladle on. If you're alone in the sauna, feel free to add some loyally.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
If there's somebody in there, it's probably one of those things where you want to be quiet and then just say, hey, do you mind if I put some water on the rocks?
It's supposed to be a pretty quiet environment. Don't go in there like some chowderhead with your cell phone.
Right. And when you go in and out, you want to come in and out as fast as possible because that open door changes the temperature very quickly.
Right.
And just be considerate. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah. I saw, God, that just reminded me. I saw the War of the Roses again the other night for like the 50th time.
Mm-hmm.
And remember Kathleen Turner locks Michael Douglas in the sauna? Mm-hmm. And then the next shot after he falls out of the sauna is him drinking Gatorade in the office the next day.
Yeah.
He's got like a gallon of Gatorade.
That was a good... Didn't Danny DeVito direct that?
Oh, man. This is one of my favorite
That
movies.
guy has a brilliant mind. Lastly, Chuck, let's talk about the world record for saunaing.
Oh, yeah.
There is a guy named Timo Kaukonen. He is the world championship, the world record holder.
Finnish, of course.
Finnish, yeah. In August 2009, he sat in a sauna that was heated to 230 degrees Fahrenheit,
That's
which
crazy.
is 110 degrees Celsius, for 3 minutes and 46 seconds.
You like warm food at that temperature. You can cook food.
Oh, yeah.
At that temperature.
That, my friends, is saunas. And again, I think Chuck and I would both endorse you going over to the website, howstuffworks.com, typing in saunas, and just reading this really well-written article by Robert Lamb. I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
And informative.
And since I said howstuffworks.com, I'm largely abandoning the handy search bar thing. I think that's run its course.
Really?
So, yeah. So the new signal for listener mail is howstuffworks.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Watch.
I'll say it again then because I wasn't ready. I was still in handy search bar mode.
Oh, okay. You want to just go over and read saunas at howstuffworks.com. Watch this. See?
So you're not going to say now it's time for listener mail?
I can't control it. I used to be able to control a lot more when I said handy search bar.
Yeah.
But, oh, look, it just happened.
That's when you were the
everything's
sauna-meister.
screwed up, Chuck.
Chiming all over the place.
I need to not say anything else, okay? Let's just read the listener mail. How about that?
Josh, I'm going to call this Take That, Colbert.
Oh, yeah.
Colbert? I recently heard this from Scott in Connecticut. Is that what CT is?
Yeah.
Okay. I recently heard about your rivalry with Stephen Colbert's Kiva team. Congratulations on your success. I'm a fan of both your podcast and his show.
Which is cool.
But he says he wasn't going to choose sides until late one night when this happened.
I know. This is pretty amazing.
It's slightly harrowing. I was up late, unwinding from a long day of work and class. I was listening to some vintage SYSK, the Bhutan's Gross National Happiness episode. After a little while, I noticed a strange smell, a little like overheated electronics.
Yeah, ozone.
Yeah, this is a scary smell. I sniffed around my computer and noticed that it seemed to be stronger near the door to the rest of my apartment, opened it, and this visible wave of thick, acrid smoke and gas poured into my room.
Wow.
I ran to wake my housemates, opening as many windows as I could to vent out some of the gas. Sounds like a smart guy. It literally tasted like burning. Our eyes and throats were stinging, and we called the fire department. They arrived. They found our oil furnace had basically imploded. Those things are dangerous.
What, oil burning furnaces? Yes.
This I don't know where he is in Connecticut.
We're going to get a letter from the oil burning furnace
know.
board. Okay, remind me to tell you about high fructose corn syrup letter.
Okay.
One day.
The basement was loaded with carbon monoxide and other compounds you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley, and it had been leaking up into the rest of the apartment. not for your podcast, I would have gone to bed earlier, never noticed that smell. This is why I mentioned Colbert, you may wonder. As it turns out, my roommate Caitlin had been watching Colbert upstairs, and she fell asleep. She was tripping Z's when I woke her up and pulled her to safety. Where was Stephen Colbert in our time of need? He may have a space treadmill named after him and a high-profile primetime TV show, but he's no substitute for SYSK when it comes to riveting and informative late-night life-saving. Thought I would add another game-winning point for Team SYSK.
Yeah.
Scott in Connecticut.
He's also no SYSK when it comes to raising donation loans for the developing world, because we beat the tar out of him on Kiva.
Yeah, kiva.org/team/stuff you should know.
Chuck, we indirectly saved these people's lives, you realize.
We've saved quite a few lives at this point, my friend.
If only we'd been there for the family at the end of storytelling.
Yeah, I want to know if we've killed any. Oh, God.
It's so awesome.
You're so hooked on Todd Solondz right now.
Love that guy. Todd Solondz, if you're listening, I appreciate your work, buddy.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. If you are Todd Solondz, we want to hear from you. Send us an email, wrap it up, spank it on the bottom, and send it to stuffpodcast@howstuffworks.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit howstuffworks.com. Want more How Stuff Works? Check out our blogs on the howstuffworks.com homepage.
Geico presents a 30-second podcast between your podcast. Today's story is shared by one of our listeners. It's called Betrayed by Bill. It was in that moment I caught who was staring back at me in betrayal, or more like what? My insurance bill. With trembling hands, I grabbed my phone and switched to Geico, saving about $900 in the process, and never to be betrayed again. Now that was bloody riveting.
It feels good when the story ends with savings. It feels good to Geico.
Mom, can I have Lingo Kids? Dad, Lingo Kids, please!
When did we become the Lingo Kids house?
No idea. Last week it was dinosaurs. This week it's...
Lingo Kids!
Why Lingo Kids?
Because it's the best thing ever. We can play games with astronauts, wild animals, and superheroes.
With more than 4,000 interactive games, songs, and shows, Lingo Kids is the #1 entertainment platform for young kids.
So, no dinosaurs?
And dinosaurs! Lingo Kids!
Everything kids love. Download it for free.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.